Good Sunday morning, everyone. Today is the last week of Quarantineathon, and this week we are meant to be reading books about things that we're missing. So going to the movies, or getting together with a bunch of your friends, or whatever. I still have to decide what I'm going to read. That said, I'm in the middle of the Testaments. This is like a sneaky, mood read for me. So I will be continuing along with that. Whoa, the light is crazy. I just spent so much time at Walmart. I was very cautious and kept to myself because we still didn't get our masks in, which I hate. Anyway, I spent so much time just in the baby section. We want to start getting Nora into picking up food and trying little things. I don't know why I spent so much time and everything had to be organic in my mind. That's not necessary, but I just went there. I got whole grain puffs, purple carrot and blueberry. These look kind of cute. And then lots of pata cakes, carrot and pumpkin, and I don't know, love ducks, cheese and herb, and just all sorts of stuff. What in the world? And then I got a sippy cup that I've heard really good things about. It's like a Munchkin sippy cup. We're gonna try her on sippy cups too, because she'll kind of do her own thing with the bottle, which is amazing. In any case, that's what I've been up to this morning. I am exhausted for some reason. I don't know why. Well, Nora did wake up at 5:30, so there's that, but extremely, extremely tired. So, I don't know, she's up for her nap right now, and truthfully, I feel like having a nap as well. Yeah, I need to decide what I'm going to read next, but I also want to read one book at a time. I'm very indecisive right now. I will keep you posted. I'm going to try another. You want to try? Try another? Whoop! Yum yum. Some clearest. Where did that go? Oh. You try that. Yeah. I've come out for a little bit to read the Testaments. I've decided to section it off a little. It helps me to section my books off to give me a point where I need to land for the evening, and then sometimes I'll read further than that. But yeah, I've got I want to read up to page 200 at least today, so I've done that. I don't know, I'm feeling a bit badly because Nora and I and Barry were all downstairs, and Nora slammed her face on the coffee table and went down hard and was crying, and she's gonna have a fat lip. You can tell it sucked. She cried a lot. Barry held her a lot, and then I held her and brought her upstairs for her nap. Just so stupid of me. I don't know. The coffee table is so big for the basement, but anyway, so that happened, and that's not put either of us, neither Barry or I, in the best mood, and probably not Nora either. Hopefully it will heal quickly, but I'll show it to you in a bit. It's awful. Anyway, I'm going to sit out and read the Testaments. That's the plan. Livy, stop it. Can you see this? This poor little chicken. That's bad. And it's only gonna get worse. It just happened this afternoon. I mean, oh my god. Oh, I feel awful. Meanwhile, she's loving Livy. Yeah, everything's okay. Hey guys, I did an exfoliating treatment on my face. It feels really, really good. Put a bunch of oils on my face.
soak it all in. And I'm reading the Testaments. I am 140-ish pages in, and I want to get to about 200 pages. It is like very fast paced. Very, very fast paced. And I'm liking it. I know there's controversy around it, but I like it. I'm enjoying it so far. So that is going well. I have been, as I'm reading, thinking about what I should read for Quarantineathon, because obviously the Testaments isn't part of the lineup. I hope you guys don't mind me vlogging my way through the Testaments too, but I thought I might as well. And I'm really thinking of picking up Rules of Civility by Amor Towles. Katie from Life Between Words, she's interviewing Amor Towles really soon, and I'm really excited for her. And it's such a shame that I haven't read him yet. She read A Gentleman in Moscow by him and like loved it to the point that it's, I think, one of her new favorite books, which is very exciting. And Rules of Civility completely falls under the whole quarantine thing, the Quarantineathon theme for the week, which is what you miss the most. And I miss going out on the town. There's lots of that in Rules of Civility. So I am like leaning more towards that than anything else. But we shall see. I'm going to keep on going with the Testaments. I'll probably check in with you tomorrow.
Good Monday afternoon, everyone. So Nora's having a nap. I am reading the Testaments, and I have to say, I am enjoying it very, very much. There's one storyline in here that I'm feeling there's a lot of telling and not showing, which is weird. I don't know why, because the other two storylines, I don't feel that way at all. I feel they're super well fleshed out. I feel like this storyline is super rushed, and she could have just written a longer story. Like, we would have read all of the pages. It's like 400 and something pages, but I would have read 500 and something pages, no problem. In case you're wondering, it is the storyline of the girl who learned something about her identity. I don't want to spoil anything because I think it would be a spoiler. But she learned something about her identity. And it is that storyline after she learns that I find it incredibly, incredibly rushed. And I just, it doesn't feel like Atwood, that storyline. The others are great. Aunt Lydia's storyline, oh my gosh, so good. And I really enjoy the other storyline of the little girl who has grown up in Gilead. But yeah, the storyline of the girl who grew up in Canada, in freedom, I don't know. It's not as good. I kind of am like, oh, we're back there when I get to that storyline, which is odd to me. Odd. In any case, it's very good. I am listening to Little Darlings on audio, and it's very good. It's really, really fun. This is the one about the woman who has twin boys, and one day she's out at the park. She looks down, and her boys are gone. And then, hurrah, strangers find them, bring them back to her, and she's like, those are not my boys. And in that one, I'm just at the beginning where she's given birth to them, and there's this strange woman that appears in the middle of the night, and the audio is so good. It's very creepy because the woman talks like kind of like that, and it's like really, really creepy. I really like it. But yeah, it has a bit of a horror edge to it. I think the whole thing is like a retelling of The Changeling, which is not surprising. There's like even quotes of The Changeling in there. I've never read that. Have you? I have never read it. In any case, I'm reading those two things. Again, nothing Quarantineathon-esque. I've really got to get on that. But I'd really like to finish this first. I'm kind of that type of person that I can have an audio and a physical book at the same time, but I have a hard time reading two physical books at the same time. I don't like doing it. So I'm kind of working my way through this, and then I'll move on. So I have just finished The Testaments by Margaret Atwood, and I enjoyed it. I do think it was a little bit fast-paced for a follow-up to The Handmaid's Tale. It didn't feel like part of The Handmaid's Tale. Same world, but different feel, different writing. And I mean, I read The Handmaid's Tale again when I was pregnant with Nora, which was not so long ago. I guess like 10 months, not even a year ago. In any case, it was good. I think I'm going to give this one 4 stars. I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I finally read it. Oh my gosh, how many TBRs was that one on? I'm going to relax now. Little Fires Everywhere is on Amazon Prime, so I might watch some of that. I might watch some YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do. But Nora and I are going to chill. I'm going to give her some dinner. And then I'm going to have dinner of my own. I'll chat with you soon. Hi guys. So I just put Nora down for the night. It's around 7 o'clock. And I've decided to pick up The Rules of Civility. It's just Rules of Civility, not The Rules of Civility. I barely know anything about this other than a woman meets a man in the 1930s. That's pretty much all I know. Takes place in New York. That's it. So, fingers crossed it's amazing. I mean, Amor Towles is well known for being a really, really wonderful writer. So, we shall see. And this I picked up because it's the last week of Quarantineathon, and we're all supposed to pick up a book about what we are missing, and I am missing so very much going out on the town. A lot. Not that Barry and I are people who go out on the town a lot, but I miss going for like a nice dinner with my husband, like right before all of this went down. We were meant to go on our second date night since Nora has been born. Nora is 9 months old now. So yeah, that was, we were due for it. And then coronavirus happened, and I mean, very luckily we are in good health. All of our family and friends are in good health. So we don't really have much to complain about. But I do miss going out for a nice dinner with my husband. So this is what I'm hoping to read. Fingers crossed I get on with it. I have very high hopes. So I'll let you know how it goes. So I want to talk to you about Rules of Civility, which I have just started. But I need to warn you, I'm wearing a clay face mask. You have fair warning. Yikes! So this is the current state of affairs. Tonight is Monday night, which means it's Mask Monday. I'm making it a thing, and I made it specifically Mondays because usually The Bachelor and Bachelorette are on Mondays. I usually try to force Barry to watch them with me, so I thought we could have like Mask Mondays together. All of the other ones I couldn't be downstairs. Why do you guys need to know why I'm wearing a face mask? This is the pull out everything inside your pores one. Then I'm moving on to the moisturizing one. In any case, I just got off the phone. I was on the phone with Canada Post for 40 minutes trying to figure out where my package is. I'm going to finally tell you what I ordered. It's something everyone has ordered. It's The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Right? That's the title. It's the prequel to the Hunger Games following Professor Snow. President Snow. During the 10th annual Hunger Games. And I want to read it. I pre-ordered it. It's not here. So they just said everything is really slow. They've been installed. I can't think today. They have put forth stricter safety measures for their workers, which I like, and I will be happy to wait a while longer for the book to come in. Anyway, I waited for 40 minutes to talk to someone,
And then it was just like, yeah, everything is delayed. So I don't have like a new date. It just says date pending, and that's fine. That's fine. In any case, I will wait for that. I would really like to read that in June though. So I really hope it comes. It'll come before June, right? I don't know. I'm reading the Rules of Civility, and oh my gosh, his writing is amazing. Is this really distracting? Should I just wait until I've taken this off? I feel like maybe that's the best idea. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. This is the most ridiculous problem to have, but there is an ice cream truck outside, and there are like 10 million children waiting for ice cream. It's 8 o'clock at night. Nora was sleeping and is now awake. Barry has gone to her. I have my moisturizing mask on. It feels so good. Oh my gosh. Poor Nora. Nora, did you wake up? Did the ice cream truck wake you up? And are you asking for ice cream? Hey, one day you'll have ice cream. It's not fair. It's not fair. Happy Tuesday, everyone. So, it's been a while. I feel like it's been a long time since I've talked to you. Even though it was like last night and I didn't really finish everything from last night. I think I told you about the ice cream truck going by and waking up Nora, and then I was with Nora, and then I was with Nora for a little while. Gave her a bubba, all of that fun stuff. So it is unbelievably hot outside today. Nora's in a little romper, aren't you? You're in a romper that your papa bought you. It's very cute. And we went for a walk outside, and it was hot. We went through the little like wooded area, and it was still really hot, and all of the squirrels were in there just trying to catch a break. In any case, we're probably gonna stay inside for most of the day because it's just too much. I made a little dent in Rules of Civility. I'm starting to do this thing where I have goals basically. So in any case, last night I was hoping to get to springtime, which is 57 pages in, and I got there. Tonight, by the end of tonight, I would like to get to summertime, which is 146 pages in. So that's like what? 90 pages? Very doable. So that's my plan for the day with Rules of Civility. I must tell you, this is really gorgeous writing. I love it. And you know what? I find it really sets the scene for me. It's the 30s. And a lot of the time, now I don't know if I'm alone, a lot of the time when I'm reading, I don't necessarily picture everything. Like they might describe something, but it doesn't always translate into a picture in my mind. I hope that I'm alone in this because I imagine it would be so lovely if it always turned into a picture in your mind when you're reading. So when it does happen for me, it's a real treat. And Immortals does it for me. Oh my gosh, it's so great. I feel like I'm there watching it all unfold like a movie. It's fabulous. So I'm really, really liking it. And it's like the perfect book to pick for missing going out on the town because it seems like every single day they're here, they're there, like they're all over the place in New York, and I'm really loving that. So I will continue reading that today. I filmed my June TBR this morning while Nora was napping, and the cup is back. The cup of TBR is back. I picked a lot of creepy reads, which makes me so incredibly happy.
I will link my TBR in the description box below because I think by the time this goes up, it will be up. That made me really happy. And having all of that stack of books just waiting for me. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. So, okay, I am going to get back to hanging out with Nora. We are watching Lauren from Lauren and the Book. She's doing her 24-hour reading. It's not a reading rush. She's reading for 24 hours on a bank holiday weekend. And I just adore her so much. So we're going to chill and watch that. And I'm going to stop Nora from trying to break into the fireplace. Wish me luck. Hello guys, it is Wednesday night. I have been a very bad vlogger. Working my way through Rules of Civility. And I feel like I might have a slightly unpopular opinion. Okay. The good. I can see the settings in a way that I don't get a lot when I read. The bad. I'm a little bit bored and I don't feel like I know the characters at all or care about the characters at all or what happens to them. And I don't understand why. There's a bit of a love triangle vibe and I usually don't really love that theme in books. But I'm only 118 pages in and I'd like to get up to 200 pages tonight. Yeah. I mean, it is doing it for me in the sense that it's making me feel like I'm going out on the town with them. So that's nice, but it's just not quite there. That said, I know his writing is amazing. Like, I'm enjoying the writing itself. And I definitely want to read A Gentleman in Moscow, and I'm not discounting this book. I'm going to continue, and we'll see. But yeah. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention that I thought of today. It gives me major Great Gatsby vibes. Great Gatsby vibes. So that's good. And I haven't read that in a long time. And I remember really enjoying that when I was at university. So that's good. But it's just, I don't know, there's something missing for me. But I'm going to keep going and I'll let you know. Hey guys, I have you propped super strangely on my nightstand, so apologies. But one of the things I'm struggling with this book, Rules of Civility, is that the characters are there and then they're gone, and like the only one that really stays is Katie. And I don't know if I really even care about Katie very, very much. And Tinker Gray and her friend kind of vanish. But Tinker is like this kind of character she follows in a way in New York. I don't know. I honestly, I think when I picked up this book, I had one idea of what it was going to be, and it's turning out to be another. It really feels like a retelling of The Great Gatsby to me, and maybe it's just me. Maybe that's exactly what this has always intended to be. But I just don't really care about anything, and then just when like a new character comes into Katie's life, they're gone too quickly to get attached. And so the descriptions are so good and the ambiance is so good. And I do feel like I'm going all over New York, which is exactly what I wanted for Quarantineathon for this week. But I really don't care about the characters, I am sorry to say. I feel really badly. I'm almost afraid that Olive from A Book Olive will watch this. This is her favorite book, and I always hate saying anything bad about someone's favorite book. You know when it like means so much to you. In any case, this is not bad writing at all. Like, I am very much eager to read more by Amor Towles for sure. But yeah, so I am now 200 pages in. I think it's about 300-ish pages long, maybe just over that. Hopefully I'll read another like maybe 50 pages tonight and then finish the book tomorrow. Another thing, I'm not overly in the mood for this. Like, I'm kind of in the mood for something fast-paced and creepy. I'm ready for my June TBR, like starting to read those. So, in any case, it is very well written. Just not feeling a ton. I wanted more feels. Anyway, good morning. It is Thursday morning, and it is early. It's like 7, which is not shocking with a 9-month-old. So last night I reached a point in Rules of Civility that I had one of those, oh my goodness, moments where we learn something and the protagonist learns something about someone else that kind of changes the whole book, and you almost feel like going backwards to look for clues of this thing. I don't want to give anything away, but that happened. I mean, I am now 250 pages in. So that happened really, really far into the book. That said, I was very happy about that little revelation. I'm gonna continue on. Hopefully I'll finish it today and move on to something else. I'll talk with you soon. Hey, so I finished the book, Rules of Civility. I feel so mixed about it. Ambiance was very, very good. The character development to me only got interesting at 250 pages, and then it was very interesting. But I feel like 250 pages of not feeling tied to characters and not being interested very much in the characters is a long time. I think I'm going to give this 3 stars. It's weird to give it 3 stars though, because it's like 4-star or even 5-star writing. The writing is very beautiful, and honestly, this reminded me so much of The Great Gatsby, just the feeling of it. But yeah, I only got tied to Katie in the last 50 pages or so, and then I really liked her. So there's that. But yeah, it was good, and it did like really scratch that itch. Is that the saying? Scratch that itch for like wanting to get out and go on the town. Like, I really got my fill in this. So I'm really grateful that I read this. I think now that this is done, I think I'm done with Quarantineathon reading. I don't think I'll pick anything else from the Quarantineathon TBR pile. I think I might move on to my June TBR, which just went up really recently, and there's so many amazing books that I really want to read. I'm in the mood for something spooky. I am listening to something spooky right now called Little Darlings, the one about the mother whose twins go missing, and then she sees them again and she realizes they're not her twins, they're not her children, they're somebody else's. And I have to say, I'm not loving that book. First of all, I'm like halfway through and the twins have just gone missing now. And I'm really struggling with the fact that our main character always thinks she's losing her mind. She thinks that she's being followed and stuff. She keeps seeing this woman who has threatened to take away her children. And this is not a spoiler. This happens at the very beginning of the book. And nobody really believes her, and she doesn't really believe herself. And I'm a little bit over that in thrillers. The, woman who is unsure of herself all the time. And because of that, people are able to take advantage of her. I'm just kind of over that and bored by that. And, you know, it is interesting. She describes her birth and stuff, and so much of the things that happened to her in her birth of her children happened to me. So I thought that was really well written. I feel like it was written by someone who might have most likely had a birth that wasn't ideal. Didn't go exactly to plan. So I like that. But yeah, this might end up being a 2-star read. I'm kind of a little frustrated, and I'm worried that I know where it's going. Obviously, I'll let you know if it goes where I think it's going to go. Look at this, Norris. Nora is so amazing and independent. She is like taking her own bottle right now. It's weird, we keep giving her sippy cups, like buying different sippy cups, and she doesn't like the handles and she won't take it, but she'll take her own bottle and like chuck it back. I'm always here when that's happening, by the way. Yeah. Anywho, so I'm finished the rules of civility. I'm gonna find something else. I need something really good. I don't know. I feel not slumpy, but like when you're reading 2 books at the same time and neither of them are fully working for you, it's one of those, oh dear. So I've really got to be very careful with what I choose next. I will take you along to see what I do decide to choose. So I'm going to choose my next read now, but before I go on to that, I just want to talk about Little Darlings for a second. I'm listening to this on audio. One of the things I'm really struggling with this book is postpartum depression is a real thing. And it feels like that's like kind of a pawn in this book. And I know that it's based on The Changeling and all of that, but I'm struggling with that a little. Also, so this woman who's this new mother, very much doesn't stick up for herself with her husband. Her husband like isn't doing anything and to help her with these twins. He's not a good father basically, or a good husband. And she just kind of puts up with it, and then it gets to this place where she's like, no one can do anything for the babies except her. And I really struggle with that. Also in real life, when women, mothers, pretend that or say that men can't do things as well as we can. I mean, if we want, I don't know, to me at least, if we want feminism to be a thing, then that means encouraging men and believing in men to be able to nurture just as much as we can. I really, really struggle with that. Like, Barry is a wonderful father, in part because he is nurturing and is able to give her a bottle and all of those things. I'm really struggling with that. I think I would like this so much more if this was done in a different time period. If this, took place in the 19th century, even the early 20th century, I'd be fine with it. I'd probably enjoy it, but there's so many feminist bits in here that I am personally really struggling with. Yeah, and then it also follows a police detective who does believe our main character, Lauren, and does believe that, there is this woman after her and her children. But she, in her own life on the force, is always being undermined by her male boss. Maybe this is meant to be. I don't know. I'm just really not getting on with it. And if the point of it is that, I don't know. I just don't, it's not working for me so far. So far it's like a 2-star read because I'm getting really frustrated as I'm going through it, but I'm like over halfway through, so I'm going to continue and finish it. But yeah, it's not, no. Sometimes I wonder if, like, am I missing the point? Like, is it actually a feminist tale and I'm just not getting that from it? And, but then I think I should get that, right? I don't know. Anyway, I am now going to choose my next read. I feel like, I don't know, I have 2 horror books and a dark contemporary. So I'm going to choose between The Merciless. And this one is about, it's YA, about a group of girls who decide to perform an exorcism on their classmate. Always a remarkably smart idea. Then there's Within These Walls by Anya Alborn, which is a ghost story about a true crime writer who goes and stays at the house where multiple people were killed. And then there are ghosts there. Just yes. And then there's My Dark Vanessa, which is a dark contemporary book about a girl, a woman who, when she was a high school student, was abused by her high school teacher, and she doesn't recognize it as abuse until later. And in some ways, I feel like this would probably be a good read to read, considering I'm struggling so much with this in terms of feminism. And I just finished that Ronan Farrow book. So I'm gonna read a little bit of each and kind of see what I feel like reading. What'll it be? I don't know. We'll see. Just kind of flipping through this, and it looks really, really good. Okay, I'm gonna look at the other ones. I'm not sure that I'm in the mood for this one at the moment, so I'm gonna say no to The Merciless right now. Maybe later in June I will read this. Well, this didn't help me because this also looks amazing. I feel like this is an escape, like a fun escape, and this will affect me and kind of make me mad. And I have no idea what to do. I hate that. This is supposed to help. And here we are. Okay, you know what? I've decided I'm gonna go within these walls because I think I need a little fun. I had been hoping to read something truly scary, and I think it was Julie from A Girl in a Book who said that she read this and she was actually scared. Like, actually scared. And I haven't been actually scared reading a book for a while. The cover is creepy. Sadly, it's one of those like library copies. I should probably just get my own copy that's not super old. But whatever. I'm going to read it. And that's the plan. I feel very happy with my decision. I will read this another time for sure. Like, definitely very, very soon, because I've just heard amazing things about this. And I think abuse is very confusing for a lot of people who don't have people in their lives who have been abused, or even if they've been abused themselves, sometimes it's confusing. But for now, I need a little fun. Hi guys, it is Friday. I'm feeling really not like, I'm feeling really not really like vlogging, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. The stuff that's going on in the States right now is really upsetting, and it has been going on for forever, and it's very strange to juxtapose my life. I have a little baby, everything is lovely in my life. I'm reading a spooky, scary book that's just fun about ghosts, and drinking a cup of coffee. I don't know. Like, everything is peace in my life right now, and then to juxtapose it with what's going on in the States. This man, George Floyd, was murdered, and no one could stop it. People were being like sprayed with pepper spray. It's my understanding, when they would try to stop this police officer from murdering him. And now there's like riots in the streets, and it's just like, what needs to happen for change to happen? I don't know. I don't know, but I know, and I'm not sorry. I was just going to say I'm sorry if you voted for him, but honestly, President Trump, what he responded to that is actually disgusting. He called people who are looting thugs. He said that shots were going to be fired if the looting continues. Like, this man is a racist, horrific human being. Like, genuinely, he is horrific. And I know that most of my subscribers are from the States. And in the past, when I've talked about, like, reading even Michelle Obama's biography, I've had, like, hateful comments. But I'm really not overly interested in my subscriber count in comparison to my belief system. And I think guys, for all of you in the States, please get him out of office in November. It's coming, and please do something. This is unforgivable. I couldn't forgive him for the grab them by the... I couldn't forgive him for that. But this is like, he's actually asking for violence. So yeah, I'm feeling really uncomfortable right now, and I don't really feel like vlogging right now. I don't know whether I'm going to even continue the vlog. It just feels kind of, I don't know, it feels a little bit disrespectful to everything that's going on, to be like, oh, I'm reading this from within these walls, and like, it's a ghosty story, it's kind of creepy. Like, feels a bit weird to have that next to what is going on in the States. And I think it's even more unsettling. Like, the whole coronavirus thing is unsettling enough, and people's anxiety, I think, has been through the roof. In Canada, we had a psychopath in Nova Scotia kill all sorts of people in like an evening of insanity about, I think that was about a month ago. And then the States has all of this happening, and it's just, I don't think I'm gonna continue vlogging, and I feel badly, because I mean, this is my read-a-thon, and you know, it was here for a purpose, and I tried to give us some purpose. I'm just feeling uncomfortable and just feeling disheartened. Disheartened is probably the word. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm kind of done. I apologize that it is this kind of ending, but I can't pretend. And that's, I think, what I would be doing. Like, I'm sure I will go on with my day, and like, I will have my cup of coffee and continue to read the nice book and have nice moments, but I just don't want to be putting that out there when something else needs to be out there. I think I'm going to be spending a lot of the day watching the news, and I hope that you guys are well and safe. And if you did participate in the read-a-thon, I hope you enjoyed. I hope that it helped you to stay inside and stay safe and help to remind you of why we're all doing this for each other, reaching out to each other in a virtual way. I'm sending you all lots of love, and I will talk with you soon. Bye, guys.